All right. Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. So, real quick, guys, I really wanted to apologize those of you that have been waiting for this video. I posted about 2 or 3 weeks ago that I was going to do an unboxing and that it was coming soon. Apparently that took a while. It didn't happen. I got into the middle of being busy and doing some other stuff, work, doing this and this. So I apologize, but I'm promising that video. So those of you that have been waiting for a while, I'm sorry, but it's finally here. So, unfortunately, I untaped the box before starting the video. I don't know what I was thinking, I forgot, but I haven't taken anything out of the box, and in a moment, I'll surprise you guys what it is. But those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Armando. I do vacuum videos, carpet cleaning, or cleaning in general, and some other content. If you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, comment, give the videos likes. If you have any questions for me, go ahead. I'll try my best to answer them for you. And, I'm just starting out. I am not 100% a professional vacuum enthusiast, but as we all are passionate for vacuums, we experiment with them. We learn every day something about them. So, before we get started, so I posted for people to take a guess if they could guess what it was. I had 2 people comment on what their guess was, so let's give a shout out to these 2 people. The first is shout out to Caden Vacuum Collector. His guess was a 2000 Hoover Wind Tunnel self-propelled Model U6455/900. That is a very good detailed guess. So shout out to you, Caden. And a shout out to that one VacuTech guy. His guess was a EuroPro Vac. That's a good guess. So shout out to you, VacuTech guy. All right. So the moment you guys been waiting for, ready to see what's in this box. So let's just go ahead and open up the box lids. And here we go. Paper. So let's see. All right. Ready? The moment you guys been waiting for. I present to you. Ta-da! This is a Dirt Devil Plus by Royal hand vacuum. So, VacuTech guy, you did guess it was a hand vac though. You're so close, so good guess. This was made in the 1990s when Dirt Devil was owned by Royal. These were some really great handheld vacuums for doing upholstery like stairs, couches, mattresses, even your cars, or even the smallest corners of carpets or small area rugs. I like these a lot. These were very special back in the day. So I ordered this online through a seller on Amazon. It has been used. Obviously, it's in the used condition, and it's got that old school smell, like it's been abandoned for a while. But I know it should run. Unfortunately, at the time that I'm filming this video, guys, I'm sorry, but I will not plug it in and turn it on because it's kind of late right now. But I will make a quick short video to see what it sounds like, and so you guys could listen to it. But I know most of you guys have these handheld vacs that you've collected before, such as Mr. VacuTech. I know you have quite a few, so you're pretty familiar with this one. And well, I guess let's see. What I like is this paper right here, because this thing's very dirty. Let's see. Get this box out of the way. It's got about a 20-foot cord to plug into 2 outlets. The cord length's about the same as an upright vacuum. literally on the same, so cord length is pretty awesome. And let's see if we can find this model number. This is model 10515. See? Try to zoom in a little closer on. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but we got the model number is 10515. Made in the USA, Royal Appliances Manufacturing, Cleveland, Ohio. Got the label right there. It's pretty cool. And we got the bag right here. Got the brush. The brush was really dirty and worn. And gratefully, it's got a new belt that's not worn yet, so I haven't attached it. I will have to find some spare belts out there. You could still find them. You know, you just got to keep looking for them, like on eBay, Amazon. So I will put in a shorts video of what it sounds like. I can't plug it in at the time right now and you know, turn it on because it's really noisy. And I believe I heard these are pretty loud, if I'm not mistaken. But let's remove the cloth bag and see what we got in there. Okay. So it's just a cloth bag. I know these use paper bags, so I will have to look into getting some paper bags for this. But as you can see, we got the little cloth bag right here. And it's got some debris in there, some old debris that's still been sitting there for a while. So I'll just I'll toss this in the washing machine and wash it with some detergent and some cold water. I'll buy some paper bags for it because right now it's just the cloth bag and the machine itself. You got your on and off switch. You can put the switch in the middle for medium power, and then if you need high power, you just turn it all the way down. You got high power, and then you just flip it all the way back up when you need to turn it off. Let's see. Yeah. This is pretty cool, guys. So this is my very first handheld vacuum. And I am familiar seeing these because when I was a kid, I was about, I want to say 5 years old. When it was Christmas time, my mom took me to Toys R Us, and at the time they sold an upright Dirt Devil vacuum with a small toy handheld vacuum that looked just like this. So that's the reason I also wanted one of these. You know, it was a Dirt Devil upright hand vacuum. The box came with the upright, and then it came with a little toy vacuum that looked just like this one. So that was the greatest toy I had in my life back then. That was a really great toy. I remember it to this day. So that's why this Dirt Devil hand vac reminds me of that toy vacuum set I had as a kid. And well, I mean, it's pretty much just the machine itself, just the cloth bag. I do need to look into getting some more parts. You can still find parts for these handheld vacuums on eBay or on Amazon to any personal seller. So if you need to find parts, you can still find them. You just got to keep looking for them. And so depending on what condition this is in, I have to test it and then run it to see if it does work. And if it does, I'll give it a tune-up. I'll take it apart, take the brush roll off too, and maybe clean it out a lot, and then lubricate the bearings and buy some spare belts for it because it is pretty dirty. I'm not cleaning anything in the condition it is with this type of debris that it has. So I've been taking my time to giving my other vacuums some tune-ups. I've been working on them, taking them apart, trying to get things done. I'm still working on one of my upright vacuums, and then after that I'll get up to this one so that I can run it soon later on. But so Dirt Devil back in the day, guys, was owned by the Royal Appliance Company, and around in the 1990s, somewhat mid 80s, Dirt Devil by Royal used to make. When they used to make their vacuums were better than the ones you get today at the market, such as these right here, and then the uprights they had back in the day. They were better, made more durable and better quality. And nowadays, since Dirt Devil's owned by a company called TTI, they might not have a good warranties on their machines because it's owned by TTI. But in 2003, Royal sold their company to TTI, and TTI owns other cheap brands like Hoover, Vax, and what's the other one brand name? I forgot. I think Hart too. It's a tool brand you'll see at Walmart. And they own Oric. That's the one brand I was trying to remember, and many more other appliance and tool brands. So I don't really trust TTI with their newest machines, because today in the market, Dirt Devil is one of the cheap vacuum brands that you may want to stay away from. But yeah, so I'm really excited that I have this machine now in my hands. I can't wait to work on it, give it a tune-up, and then test it out. I will probably use it in like when I detail cars. Maybe I can vacuum cars, or I might have like little area rugs for couches, and we'll see. I just noticed there's a rattling going on. There's probably like plastic loose or something. I'll have to take that apart. But yeah, so I need to do some work on this, wash this cloth bag out, and then get some paper bags, give it a tune-up, and then test run this. I mentioned again, I will not be plugging it in this video because it's late right now at night. That's the time I'm doing this video. It's not that late, but right now is not the time to make noise where I live. So let me just put the bag on like that. Let's see. Perfect. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it came in a box. The cord was wrapped on top of it like that with this rubber band. Who knows what it's been through. When was the last time it was run? But yeah, these, if you go to your local retail store right now, the Dirt Devil hand vacs you'll find, I believe it's called the Dirt Devil Scorpion Plus, which, it's a corded handheld vacuum, but just doesn't surprise me as something like this. This is really classic and nice, old school looking. I really love the way these look. You even have like, even Hoovers and Bissell made these machines like this back in the day. Those are all cool. Let's see. So I'm just gonna put this rubber band back on. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Sorry guys. I'll make post a quick shorts on the sound to see what it sounds like. Hopefully this thing still runs good. It's got a good sound to it, and we'll see. So I'll put this back in the box in the meantime. All right, so that'll wrap up today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this unboxing, if you like the surprise, like the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to comment, go ahead. Please leave your comments. If you have any questions for me, or you would like to know anything about this hand vac or any of my vacuums, go ahead and just throw your questions at me and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So stay tuned for more videos and I'll see you in the next one. You guys take care.